Hello Albert, and welcome to TubeTalk.
Hello, thank you Sean. Wonderful to have you as our interviewer this week on a lovely day at Awapuni Racecourse.
Shall we give the fans a little look of Awapuni?
Yeah, have a little look.
Here we go.
On a stunning day.
Look at that. And back to you Albert.
Hopefully for a successful day.
Absolutely.
Right. Let's rip into it. Oh, actually, should I talk about last week a little bit?
Just a little bit, mate. Just give it a little overview.
Well, since you've started, we've had quite a bit of success. Elward won again in Brisbane. Really good win. Trailed, hooked off from the corner. Was too strong in the straight. There was quite a good gap for the third horse. That was really good. And Prince Albert was a good third. He just got shuffled back before the home turn and ran home well. But continued another winning week for us. And so we'll look forward to hopefully some more success this weekend.
That's right. And starting this weekend is Friday at Ruakaka. And when race 2 we've got quick preview.
Quick preview fresh up. We were almost going to trial him on Wednesday at Avondale, but we elected to go straight to the races. Sorry about the wind. The tripod just wobbled there. And elected to go to the races over 1200 metres. He's got barrier 2, Sam Spread on board. He's a horse that needs a lot further, but we think he can run a really nice, he's coming up well, can run a nice race fresh. Possibly can't win it because he's a 1400, 1600, 2000 metre horse, but I think he can certainly run the first 3. He's coming up well.
Excellent. And then we go to race 7 with Hasselbro, who's also fresh.
He has, and awkward draw, barrier 7 of 7. And I say awkward because often from those barrier draws you've got to go back, and then often they walk in those races and sprint home. So Sam's just going to have to ride him how she finds him. And he is fresh up. Instead of going to the trial, we ummed and ahed, so he will improve for it. But again, I would expect him to run well, and he's a definite top 3 chance. Alright,
then we go across the ditch to Canterbury Park night meeting in Australia with Stardome in race 5.
Indeed, and Stardome was a winner on Melbourne Cup Day. Over 1600, sorry. Steps up to 1900, which really suits him. Awkward draw, barrier 7 of 10. Kieran McAvoy in the saddle has won at Canterbury Park before. I can see us being positive from the barrier and settling up handy. I think if he gets a good run in transit, he's a winning chance again, but I am aware he is going to carry the highest weight in the race.
Alright, and then we go to Saturday, Canterbury again, but this is Riccarton, New Zealand.
Yes.
For race 1, Severine.
Don't get confused with your selections, with your meetings. Severine should have won last start, got held up, dashed through to around 2nd. Work this week's been really good. Very good winning chance. My only concern, barrier 11 and where she's going to end up from there and how far off them she's going to be in the running. But certainly is a winning chance. She won at this meeting last year.
Alright, we'll stay at Riccarton and we'll head to race 8. We've got Titanium Jack.
Yeah, look, we're running him out of his class. He ran last week and he only ran midfield, but he came from last. He ran his last 632.9, the fastest last 600 of the day. We wanted to run him again over 1200, so we are running him in rating 72, and he'll probably be 100 to 1. We'd hope that he drew well. If he drew well, he was going to be able to settle midfield, but he's drawn poorly, so he's going to be back a bit. But as long as the track's good, he can run far better than his 100 to 1 odds.
Well, excellent. So we'll go back over the ditch again to Newcastle. We're in race 1. We've got.
Hang on, I've got my weight alterations, race 1. Sorry, yes.
Back to Newcastle in Australia for race 1 on Saturday. We've got Sir Pippin.
Sir Pippin should have won fresh up. Ran 5th, blocked halfway down the straight. Got out late, dashed them, been less than a length. Glenn Schofield in the saddle again, 1850 metres suits. It is a Saturday class race, 125,000. Awkward draw again, he'll probably get back. My only concern is the tempo. As long as it's a reasonable tempo, he's a super winning chance. He's come back really well. Okay,
we'll stay in Australia on Saturday. We'll go to Kebler Grange for race 8 where we have Ferry Me Home.
Ferry Me Home fresh up, barrier 4, Leroy Magorian on board, the ex-Kiwi, ex-Irishman. 1400 metres is short of his best, but I can see him sort of settling in the first 5 or 6, and he is coming up well. I know Chris is very happy with him. I can see him running a really good race fresh up, looking for more ground. Definite top 5 chance.
Alright, then we head to Sunday to Waverley where we've got 2 runners, And they're in the same race, race 5. It's Geneva and Love Potion.
Love Potion, barrier 16 on the ballot. She will get in, but unlikely to run. Barrier 16, I think, just too tough. Geneva, barrier 11, slightly better, and she does get back. Is coming up really well. If it's a good track though on Sunday, she'll be scratched. If there's a bit of give in the track, she'll be finishing off the race very strongly, and is a definite each way chance, but the track conditions are a key. We just want a slightly dead track for her second up.
Alright, well that wraps up the weekend of racing. Do you have got a tip for us?
Well, it is a big weekend of racing at Riccarton, so I'll give you 2. I think in the 1,000 guineas, Travelling Light I think will be awfully hard to beat. I know there's 3 or 4 good horses in there, but Travelling Light is my pick. And I think Filar is due in the New Zealand Cup. Ran a super race last time, gets in on the minimum 53 kilos. Nice run last week. He's my each way bet in the New Zealand Cup.
Well, thank you, Albert, and that's this week's Tube Talk.
Thanks, Sean. We'll see you next week.
Ta-da!
Azabro slipped away by 2.5 lengths, and he's got them all chasing. Western Girl goes to a clear second, and it's looking to hunt this leader down. Barbazay out wider, and on the night train starting to wind up. Hazabro has a good advantage coming to the final 150. Western Girl, Barbazay on the night train and Char, but Hazabro, it's another classic front running ride from Innocent. It'll be too good. Hazabro